Hey there! So today we have another review, and this is a beer from Stone. I believe this is your maybe first time trying it. This is Stone Xocoveza. So this is a Mexican hot chocolate style stout. Comes in at 8.1%. It is brewed with chocolate, coffee, pasilla peppers, vanilla, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And this was one of the beers brewed by homebrewer Chris Banker and Cerveceria Insurgente. And they did this contest. Oh, man, it's been years. I mean, I want to say 4 years ago, maybe, and now it's become a year-round. It used to be a bomber, then it became a six-pack, then it became cans. So now it's like one of their seasonal beers. I'm really happy that this beer became one of their most popular ones. So the beer is quite dark, has a medium plus brown head to it, beautiful, fluffy brown head on the nose. It smells like spice, you know. They actually released this about a month ago. This was a can about a month ago. And so it actually works out. I think a lot of people like going down on the trend of pumpkin beers. And so instead of having that, why not have a beautiful like spiced stout? And I think this sort of plays in that. You get nutmeg, cinnamon, a little bit of pepper.
Yeah, it almost has like a
pepper note.
like a pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Spice thing.
Yes. And again, pumpkin tastes like nothing. Pumpkin beers that you guys taste are some combination and or of cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, clove, ginger.
Pumpkin spice.
Yeah, it smells awesome, right?
Those things.
So it really does smell a little bit like pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's way better than that Warlock, that review from Southern Tier.
I almost kind of get some chocolate on it too.
There's actual chocolate in here. There's cocoa nib. So.
And it tastes just like cocoa nibs. It tastes like Mexican hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Like, except it's really cold.
Yeah. There's some vanilla in here. And, you know, there's so many flavors. Chocolate, coffee, pasilla peppers, vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg. And the most important thing is that there's a base beer here. Right?
Okay.
So I always talk about how it's important that despite the fact you add all these ingredients, the base beer is there.
Right.
And you taste that, right? Like, it's got a good, it tastes like beer. They're stout. It's a nice imperial 8%, tasty, kind of chocolatey stout.
I think it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really rich, like not by any means crushable, but like in a good way. It's like a nice dessert stout.
Yeah. But not to necessarily say that it's a very super boozy. It's only 8%, not 10, 12.
Right. It's just really thick and like rich.
For 8%, nice.
Very bitter, like coffee. You know, you get that from the cocoa nibs.
Yeah.
If you've ever had cocoa nibs, it's one of my favorite little snacks. But hard to find. It seems like
You buy
around
mine on
here.
Amazon.
Yeah. Well, I got them at the chocolate factory down here. It's pretty great.
And then the other thing to talk about, it's like desserty and rich qualities, is that the beer's not that sweet.
Yeah.
It hints of vanilla.
Yeah.
And a little bit of chocolate kind of like quality to it, but it's not necessarily like syrupy at all.
It's got the bitterness of dark chocolate, the bitterness of coffee,
And the roast.
yeah,
or the
and
malt.
roast, and yeah, definitely not as sweet as like what you would imagine with a Mexican hot chocolate, but like definitely has like some of that heat and spice. I think the further you get
So it's
into
actually
it.
not, we probably have it too cold to really sense any of the spice, but it has a little bit of chili pepper flavor. The other thing we also didn't mention is that despite the aroma of that kind of like pumpkin-y spice beer, this beer is not that spicy at all. The spice is really hidden in there, playing maybe like with that kind of like woodsy hop character and dancing in there. It's not that spicy of like, oh man, it's a cinnamon bomb. Like,
Yeah.
so what's your like initial impression and final rating on this one? This is your initial try of this beer.
I really like this.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of hoping I'm gonna probably heat it up a little bit more after this before I drink too much.
It'll definitely
more.
open it up. Yeah.
Yeah, because I really want to get like all of the flavors, and I wish we would have let it warm up a little bit first, because I feel like that would have made quite a bit of difference.
Sure.
But I think it's really good. I think it's really well executed. A lot of really robust flavors. Which is one thing I definitely like in a stout. It definitely lives up to my expectation of what it would taste like too. I'm glad it's not really sweet. Like makes it more enjoyable for me. So I'd have to go ahead. I'll give this a 92.
In my opinion, this is one of the best, if not the best beer that Stone releases, at least accessible and rotational. Absolutely fantastic. I think it really does a great job. It's not your kind of crazy. We're in Florida, so we'll have to get you a bottle of Hunapoo someday. And Hunapoo is Cigar City's, like, they're the original Mexican stout producer, and really big imperial stout, really robust flavors. This is sort of the shelfy, but it's not a cheater. It's sort of like you have these
Right.
like cheater New England style IPAs on the shelf and whatnot. This is just good beer.
Yeah.
It's not gonna hit you over the face with pepper. So like some of you guys like spicy stouts. It's not really spicy stout. This is like, you know, flavored stout, but not also too flavory. It's not pastry stout. So it just plays a beautiful line. And I think there needs to be more beers that integrate flavor so well. And that's a long way to say that this gets a 96. This is just a great, great beer. Highly recommend it. So until next time, guys, cheers. Another killer beer from Stone. Cheers.